Hello everyone, this presentation will guide us on how to plot Surveyor's plan using Surveyor's unit in AutoCAD. I'm Surfrazing and you are welcome. In plotting Surveyor's plan in AutoCAD, we need Surveyor's data just like this, and right before us we have two kinds of Surveyor's data here. Okay, and the first one consists of the coordinate of north, east, west, and south. Alright, and in plotting it in AutoCAD, you have to use Surveyor's unit method. And the second Surveyor's plan consists of the bearing and distance. And the data element consists of degree, minutes, and second. You can see right there the distance there in meter and the degree there as well as the minute. Alright, but for the starting point of the second Surveyor plan, you must first of all have the northern and the eastern point, which is your starting point before you now proceed to the other points. Alright, and this particular first one is normally produced using total station, while this one is hand head GPS and measurement tape. It's normally used to obtain the second Surveyor's data. Alright, so straight away we want to be plotting this first one, and for us to do that we will be carrying out unit setting. So I'll minimize this, and then on the keyboard I will type unit right there, just like that, enter, and in the drawing unit dialog we'll be looking at angle type, so we are considering Surveyor's unit. Alright, and then in the unit to scale instructions we'll be considering meter due to how large the Surveyor's data is, and then straight away we'll be changing the directions. We need to make sure that we are on the east as the best angle of our plottings. So click on the OK. Alright, and OK this point as well. Type L on the keyboard, enter for line, and then you specify the first point, okay, or the first station. Click right there. Then for the second station we need to reference the displacement. Alright, so I'll bring up the data as we are considering this first one. It is a displacement because it is prefixed with at. Alright, so for us to plot this easily, we will first of all copy the coordinate. As I selected it right there, I can just right click and copy it just like that. You come to the command line, click right there, and you paste it right there. Okay, and if you observe very well, you notice that the directions coordinate is not 33.45 to west, so it's supposed to be entering this direction. So after pasting that, you just have to hit on the enter key on the keyboard, and you have that point located, or that station located. For the second station, we'll go back to the data again, copy this second station just like that, right click and do the copy there, come over to this provision and paste it right there. And this is supposed to be directing towards northeast, which is this direction. Alright, northeast. Alright, so just hit on the enter key to have the next point. Alright, just like this. Go back to the data again and copied it as usual. Minimize that. You paste it right there. Enter again to have that next point. Okay, go back to the data again. Copy it. Minimize and paste it here. After which, enter on the keyboard to have that point. Go back to the data again, station 5. Copy that station. Minimize and paste. Hit on the enter button to have that station. The last station, which is station 6, what we will be doing, we'll be imputing it so you can understand how to impute it and not to only copy and paste. Okay, so let's look at it again. We're having art. For you to be able to implement this art successfully, you need to hold down the shift key and then press key number 2. All right, so we're having art 656. Okay, so shift 2, all right, to impute the art, and we're having 656.407. Then we have another Angola commands again, which is less than. So you need to hold the shift key and press less than on the key to impute that command. All right, go back to the data again to confirm the values. The next values is N81, which is not 81.472 west, not 81. All right, so you make sure your cap lock is on. Impute not 81 right there. Okay, point. If you check back, you have 0.472 west, 0.472, just like that, and W for west. So this is how you can impute this data successfully. After which, press the enter button on the keyboard. You can see it has closed up the loop. Then hit on the escape key. So we have plugged it successfully. And so you have to be careful whenever a survey plan is given to you, so that you will not be confused within these two plans. You can see this is quite different from this other one. The first one is quite different from the second one, as the first one is coordinated with north, east, west, and south, and the second one is in degree and minute. Okay, and also during input, you have to also be careful, because if you omit any values right there, you may not have the loop closed, just as we have done. And so after which, we will do a text. All right, so you can just go to the annotation panel, click on text right there, just like that, and you can be able to type in a text to label the point. All right, and just call that point or station, whichever. Call that station 1. Can also edit that right there. You can change the layers, the pens, depending on what you want. Okay, adjust that just like this. Then you change the text height from 120 maybe to 80. That is quite big, and then you can reduce it to 50, just like that. You just copy on the keyboard and then be able to locate all of this station. After which, this is the starting point. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 stations. So you just have to double click right there and be able to edit the text. Station 3, station 4, station 5, and station 6. Okay, so you can see this is how you can plot a surveyor plan using surveyor's unit. And this brings us to the end of this lesson. In the next lesson, we will actually learn how to plot using bearing and distance. Stay tuned and bye for now.